All right, here we go. Got Trip with me. We're going in here to a stand that I have never even hunted before on my hunt club, and there's a big food plot. It is almost freezing, so we're gonna go see what we can do. I think we'll see a lot of deer.
Because I don't spend like an hour trying to make it be perfect. Like if it looks good, I just move on. I actually bought the rights to that one song.
All right, been a busy day. We hunted, we checked some cameras this morning. We saw what, 17, didn't we?
I think it was 19.
Yeah, we saw 17 from the stand, and then we saw 2 leaving. We saw 2 pretty nice bucks. Really, mostly everything today was about 300 to 500 yards away. You'll see on video, it's kind of hard to video them, but I would say it was a fun sit. I'll say that. We saw a lot of deer from about. We saw one deer when we got there. There was a deer in the food plot that we saw when the sun came up, and then after that, about an hour later, kind of turned on, and it was pretty much constant from then on. We got down to try to see if we could sneak up on some of the other food plots on the way out, but we didn't see anything then. So it was cold, saw a lot of deer, had a fun time. So we'll probably do it again sometime real soon. All right, it's November the 25th. This is Wednesday of Thanksgiving week. I'm back out at Mizell. It's super warm. Probably not. It's definitely not the best conditions. The only thing that it's really got going for it is that it's really, really cloudy today, and the pressure's pretty high. So, hunted yesterday morning with Trip. Awesome kid, awesome dude. We had a great time. We saw a lot of deer. We saw 2 nice bucks up there on the hunt club. All right, well, it's about 5:15. I've not seen a deer yet. Just looked at the radar. I mean, it'll be dark when it gets here, but man, it's a big storm. It's got a lot of rain stuff in it. I kind of hear thunder coming from that way. It's all coming from the west. Been a lot of traffic. There's been a state patrol over here. I've been watching him pull some people over. It's a holiday traffic, you know, there's a lot of people. And a couple people come by here going really fast. So I at least had some entertainment up there without seeing any deer, but this is the 3rd one I've seen him get. Got skunked right here after Thanksgiving. I'm running out here to pour some draw out and check some of my cameras that are spread out throughout the places that are not mobile. If I'm able to pull this off with Ted, even though he's probably the 4th or 5th biggest buck I would have ever killed, maybe even lower than that, just the property that he's on, the what it's taken to try to get him here to kill him, the history I have with him, and just the fact that he's not been so nocturnal for 3 years. I mean, it's crazy how nocturnal he's been on my property. Now, I don't know what he does on other properties. I just know on my property he's been nocturnal. He may be the most meaningful deer I've ever killed. All right, I'm headed to hunt this afternoon. All right, I don't even know the date. Saturday, November 28th. I came about 2 or 3 minutes from being skunked for the 5th time. I saw 3 does right there at the end. I guess it's 3 does. They were coming together. All right, well, it's Sunday, November 29th. I'll be glad when November ends, man. This has been a promising deer season, has really gone down the tubes here in November. Geez, and if this year has ever taught me that you cannot put your name on a deer, this has been a humbling year. And I've said all that to say that I found out T-Rex was killed sometime in November. Anyway, the worst news of all, I had just said this week, Ted, after the history that I've had with him the past 3 years, had a tons of history. He's a 4.5-year-old deer. Hopes were high that we would get a chance at him. And I had just said out of my mouth this week that he would be the most rewarding deer I was ever able to harvest. And he was killed yesterday morning by the same man that killed T-Rex. So out of my top 4 deer, that man killed 2 of them. Hey, have no right to be mad at him. I'm proud for him. Those are 2 beautiful deer. I would have loved them to be, you know, on my wall. But God is still faithful. God is still good. All right, well, I'm pulling up at the lease, new lease for us. Been here before. You saw us set it up, but hadn't been out here since then. This is the bottom. I really love what it looks. I love the look of this place, for sure. This has been where I've been getting a lot of deer in here. Nothing in daylight. Biggest negative, as good as this spot looks, if you can see, there's our ladder. But as good as this spot looks, the one negative is that the road is even closer here than it was any other place I got. All right, so this is the back plot. We got all this in between these woods. I'm leaving now. Okay, back in Reynolds today for the 3rd time of the year. After the events of last week, it's time to try to make something happen. We lost Ted. You know, I just told you that Ted would have been the most meaningful deer to me ever, and that was true. But he's dead. Well, a lot of deer. I either saw, it's either 17 or 12 if that last 5 had been before. I'm telling you right now, I feel like I've been beating my head against the wall. I've been on the phone with people in my club that I'm friends with, and I'm gonna hunt the hunt club tonight, needless to say. I was trying to decide between 4 places around what we call the farm, and all of those got sprayed today for weeds and stuff. So needless to say, I'm coming on up to the club that's a little bit further away.
All right, well, I'm headed in. Tell you, this place, I came kind of midway through when they were cutting, but seeing the finished product is crazy.
Well, I made a big mistake trying to branch out today. I saw 18 does, and that's great and all, but Ranger, who was a buck that showed up late last year, and he showed up late again this year. He was there with about 15 minutes left of daylight tonight at my home place, so maybe he'll get regular. If not, then I blew it. Had a chance to go there just like any other time, and it was one of the choices, but it's what I get. So we'll see. I don't know when I'll hunt again, but whenever I do, that's probably where I'll be, and just hoping that he does it again.